everybody. Welcome to a Quickie with Ms. B. Today is Wednesday, middle of the week,
Sure.
if you're Monday through Friday. Mike. Anyways, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. All this week we're talking about that's not the way it went. If you missed any of the previous episodes, please go back and check them out and check out any of the other episodes that might have missed in the past as well. And as always, thank you for joining us. And remember, don't do it alone. Bring lots of friends because this week you're not going to want to go it alone because you're going to listen to these episodes and then you're going to have to go talk to somebody about it.
You're going to need moral support, so share it on all your social media platforms because they're going to need help too.
You'll have to talk it out amongst yourselves.
Did you hear the yes, I did. Yes, I did. Spent a day crying. Thanks.
So today's episode is, yep, I planned that.
Let me guess. All the things that went terribly, terribly wrong that we have to pretend that we, okay. I can't tell my stolen turkey story for that because there's no way anyone's going to believe I planned that. That story has come back to haunt me so many times, Christine. You know that? Our group of lovely nurses, they love that one.
I bet they do.
So tell me again, when you got back to the... Shut up. Just shut up. No, but really, I don't want to talk about what went through my mind. You had to look crazy running around trying to find a bag of turkey.
Oh, hey, side note, they do have those turkey bags at the dollar store now.
Yeah, I know.
The real ones. No more turkey dinking.
But when I did it, no. Not so
Okay, anyways.
That was excitement that also went awry.
Mm-hmm.
So happy, me in the dollar store. Oh, yeah. Ha-ha! Vindication, people. Nope, not so much. And I can't tell anybody I planned that either. Because my look was an amazement, too.
Yeah. I didn't plan this, but I was a part of this.
All right, let's hear this.
So my cousin Chris, I was visiting her, and she's like, I'm having dinner with some friends. You should come and join us. I said, okay. So she said, I'm having it at my house. Come over at this time, blah, blah, blah. Gives me all the details. I said, okay, fine. So I come over to the dinner party, and I don't know anybody. I mean, most of the time I've known know her friends, but this time I didn't know anybody. So I was kind of at a disadvantage. But I thought, oh, okay, fit in where you can get in. I don't know where I was supposed to get in on this one. So I go there, I sit down, and she's introducing me to everybody, and I'm like, oh, great, this is not so bad. And I noticed the two guys are sitting next to each other are getting quite friendly with one another, if you know what I mean.
Enjoying each other's company.
Yes. So I thought, oh, okay. Then I look over at the other end of the table, and there's this gal, sitting there by herself. And I thought, oh, well, at least there's somebody that's, not enjoying the same sex company.
I'll go talk to her.
Yeah. Wrong.
Uh-oh.
So I had planned to just hang out with this person and have a conversation besides my cousin, because I'm thinking okay, one, she's by herself, so I don't see said girlfriend. Okay. So I'm thinking I'm okay here. So pretty soon we get to talking, and she's like, so what brings you here? And I said, well, Chris is my cousin. Oh, yeah. She kind of told me a little bit about you, and we're just carrying on a conversation and whatnot. And then pretty soon we're done with dinner, and we're in the kitchen, and the gal that I was talking to for the majority of the night, she goes, it was really so nice to talk to you, and you're such a good listener. And, she's just complimenting me, and I thought, well, that was nice of her, and I didn't feel so bad because I figured, well, I probably made a new friend and the evening wasn't a total loss because I didn't kind of know how to talk to the guys.
Yeah, they were a little busy.
Yeah. So anyhow, she says, this was really nice. We should do this again. And I thought she meant like the whole group of us get together for dinner. And I said, well,
Nope.
yeah, I'm only in town for, well, goes right over my head because I'm not thinking that way. Yeah, I said, we should because, I'm only in town for another week and then I got to go back home. And she says, oh, yeah. So what do you think would be a good night where we can, get together for dinner? And I said, well, I'm not sure. And now Christina is over in the corner laughing her butt off and knowing full and well what's going on. So it's just like for her, let's grab the popcorn and watch the show moment. See where this goes.
Yeah.
Not feeling the love. My cousin didn't have my back.
Oh, she had your back.
Oh, yeah.
Like my sister had my back.
Exactly. So
she was pushing you.
Mm-hmm.
Pushing you.
So finally Christina goes, yeah, we need to have a conversation here really quick. I said, well, yeah, what's going on? Well, so-and-so over there you're talking to. I said, yeah, seems really nice. Yeah, she, how shall I say this? She doesn't like men very much. And I said, well, I can understand. She sounds like she just got out of a bad relationship and things didn't go well. And
yeah, she did, but it wasn't a dude.
Yeah, so finally Christina enlightens me and tells me all this, and I'm just like, oh, okay, well, that didn't go according to how I thought it was going to go. I thought I was just going to make a new friend. No.
Yep.
No. Don't need a girlfriend. I just wanted a gal pal. Just saying.
I was going to call you my girlfriend, but not in that context.
Yes.
Different context. But thanks for playing.
So that didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. But I was flattered. No, not really. I have to go take a break. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to A Quickie with Ms. V. If you missed the first half of the episode, please go back and check that out. And I didn't realize, John, that I told 2 gay stories back to back.
Hey, yeah. If you got them.
It was funny. It was fun.
So a story I'm going to tell you about. This wasn't me that supposedly planned this. It was a horrifying thing that happened. But this guy tried to play it off like it was nothing. And I mean, I couldn't believe this person actually, when you hear the story, you can't believe this person actually, he didn't want anybody to know what he had done. He was cool with me knowing what he'd done because he needed help.
Oh,
So we're on a roof. We're on a roof, right? And he just keeps, it's his friend's house. He's got a few people over there helping him. We're just doing it for basically beer and all that stuff, And he's running around giving everybody directions on how to do this, do that, do this, do that. Getting a little annoying. And he's trying to show this one guy, here's how you gun the we're putting the roof on. So we're doing all the shingles. Here's how you gun them fast. So you need to get this moving. So he, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, boop, 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 boop. And he shows the guy, flip it down. And we got an angle going off. So we're building up at an angle, which is the way you're supposed to do it. And he's just laying it down. He's got going. And all of a sudden, next thing you know, he's just standing there with his hands on his hips going, now go ahead. I showed you. Keep going. And he's standing there and he's barking out stuff. Now let's go over the top now. And I'm wondering why he isn't following them up over the top. He's still standing on the other side of the roof. And he's just standing there with his hands crossed. How's it going? Going good? Yeah. He's just standing there, Christine. And they're hauling butt. Because it's just about, think of a trailer. It's about the size of a trailer, not big roof at all. And you got like 6 guys up there. It's done in like, 2-3 hours.
Right.
So he's standing in the same spot for like 45 minutes. He's like, no, no, you guys go ahead and take off. We're going to clean it all up. Don't worry about it. I got people coming in to clean it all up. They're like, we just go? We're like, yeah, just go. Leave everything there. We get it all cleaned up. He's still in the same spot.
What? That's weird.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, all right, well, I'm going to take off. And he's like, well, I need you to stay. What? I remember looking at him going, don't think you're going to tell me to clean this crap up. You've gotten away with so much of that today.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it while you had it, because right now it's done. I'm not, literally, I'm done with all your, well, here's how, yeah, shut up. Half these tools are mine, you borrowed, so zip it shut. He's like, listen, I got a problem. I'm like, what do you mean? When I was showing them how to do that, I had a mishap. I'm like, what do you mean you had a mishap? Christine, this idiot has been standing there for like, I don't know, 45 minutes or so with his foot gunned to the roof. Shot himself in the foot with a nail gun. Nailed his foot to the roof.
Ouch.
And he doesn't want anybody to know. Which is why the ding-dong's literally been standing there for like 45 minutes. Okay, now, all right, just keep going. Go right over the top. Yeah, now come back. Let's get, okay, guys, we got to do the cap. Come on, let's go. No, here, bring those here. I'll show you. And he keeps standing in the same spot. They have to walk to him. He shows them, and then they walk away. You're like, what is the matter with this dude? Well, obviously what's the matter is he can't go anywhere because he's stuck to the roof. He gunned himself to the roof. And I'm like, oh, did you try pulling? He's like, did I try pulling? No, I can't pull because he's got leather sole shoes on or whatever they wear shoes on. So he's like, yeah, he's not getting off the roof. This is a full roofing nail through the foot and into the roof. So, yeah, I'm like, well, I mean, the best thing I can do is get a crowbar and try to help you because the bottom of his sole of his shoe is solid. So we can, it won't be too much pain, but I can tell you, let's do it. I end up getting a Sawzall and sawing off the nails from underneath. I'm like, this is probably going to hurt. He's like, go slow and keep throwing water on it because I'm afraid it's going to get hot, sawing through it.
Right.
I keep shooting water. I'm like, you're an idiot. You know that? Why didn't you say something? I didn't want everybody talking about this. Well, how do you know I'm not? Because I know things about you. I know things about you that I can say. I'm like, well, maybe we'll just call it good and we'll both talk trash about each other for the rest of our lives. How's that sound? You're an idiot. You know that? You stood there for how friggin' long? Stuck to a roof. It was painful, and you know it was. He hit himself. He's just being a smart ass, and he's like, yes, no, throw it. Except for two of those were in his foot.
Should you make sure that your feet are out of the way?
Well, number one, the biggest problem people have is, and my public service announcement is this: never disable your safety mechanisms on your guns. That's what they go to hand them to their friend, they hang on to the hose. Mm-hmm. They go to hand and it touches him. There's no safety mechanism. So if it even touches, it fires.
Yeah.
So that's how people get shot. You ever wonder how do you get shot in the chest with a nail? Because they were passing it down and they've disabled. They want to go so fast that the minute you touch the gun to the roof, it fires.
Right.
And so he literally disabled. This one was not mine. Mine were there, but his was there too, and he's got it disabled. So as he's just boom, and he's standing here and he skips over his foot. When he goes to skip over his foot, he touches his shoe, and as soon as he touches the shoe, it fires into the shoe, which shocks him, and he touches the shoe again, so it fires again.
Let's not do this once, but twice.
Yeah, it's like boom, boom. So that was pretty funny, but the one I want to tell about me now, because they can't just talk about somebody else, so we're going to go a little over as I tell you mine. Christine, you've heard this one before. This was a whole lot of people that just stood there and went, why? Why, John? I would love to tell you how smart you are and how awesome and amazing you are, but I'm led to just ask myself,
why?
Why? John, why? So I'm working as a younger person in a clothing store. And you know those little price tags that go on the little, I don't know what you call those little plastic things, but there's a long plastic thing.
Yeah, the little plastic loop.
Yeah, and it's the price tag stuck to it. So I'm sitting there and I'm going, and I'm putting them in. No, you got to put them through the band and the jeans.
Yeah.
And I always wondered, why do people do that? Put it through, because you can't get the other half out. It's like in between the seam. But apparently that's what they want. So I'm like, fine, whatever. So I grab a hold of it. I'm a little irritated, and I shove it in there, and it goes right into my hand. I'm like, oh. But wait, there's more. It goes into my hand. The two girls that are sitting next to me realize what I just did, and it didn't come out the other side, but the needle is in the palm of my hand. And Christina, you could hear a pin drop, but you didn't hear a pin drop. What you heard was this. And the girl goes, "Did you just pull the trigger?" And I went, "Yes." "Why did you pull the trigger?" I'm like, "I don't know." And now I just literally released it into the palm of my hand. Now, this is one of those special moments in your life where you're like, you've done this and this is really stupid. But then you did this and this is like ridiculously stupid. And the only thing you could do even more dumb would be that nobody's that dumb. Yes.
Don't tell me you tried to pull it off.
Well, first, the fact I pulled the trigger. It's already in my hand. Why not just pull the gun out of your hand? But instead, we're looking at each other and you hear click, click. And it's like, did you pull the trigger? I'm like, yes. I didn't know what else to do, so I literally, when you pull the trigger, it puts the plastic barb in your hand permanently. And you're like, what did you do? What? Yep. All you heard was.
Was the price tag attached to it too?
Yeah, so I had a pair of jeans that were priced in my hand. And I mean,
so how much were you worth?
About $60. So they come over, they cut off the price tag thing, the jeans come off, and there's a barb sticking out of my hand. She goes, "Oh, where's the little flippy thing?" And the other girl goes, "It's in his hand." She goes, "You can only do that if you pull the trigger." And she goes, "Yeah." She goes, "Why did you pull the trigger?" I'm like, everybody stop asking me why I pulled. If I knew why I pulled the trigger, I'd be telling myself why. But in my brain, I keep asking myself, why did you pull the trigger? But at the moment, the whole room went totally silent. It's in my hand. It's in my hand. And the only thing my body did was go, pull the trigger. No, pull the trigger. No, pull the trigger. And my brain went, this will be funny. Pull the trigger. And all you heard was, and then everybody's like, "Oh my God, did you pull the trigger?" And I'm like, "Oh God, oh God." So yes, that's yeah. And I meant to do that, people. Yep, absolutely. That was.
And on that,
yep.
have you even talked? And on that note, let's go shopping. We need to buy a new pair of jeans.